Because there's an interesting story there.
We moved here in 2001. Well, my parents chose Hamilton, but I have liked Hamilton. But when we moved to Hamilton, it was only about 75, 80,000 people and has quite literally more than doubled in size. In 24 years, we've been there. And for my parents, I guess Hamilton was a kind of a safe place.
Yeah.
And in those days, a lot of the Indian families were almost desperate to be in Auckland. I guess they wanted to have that sense of, I want to be the big city, more opportunities and all that kind of stuff.
There's a larger number too of the Indian community, I guess, so you can kind of feel that there is a community that you can go to for assistance or whatever.
Yeah. And for cultural events, you might recall that chain. It was, I think, a Fiji Indian company. But fast forward to now, I think we've got like 10, 11 grocery stores all competing and we're getting cheaper groceries, which is really, really good.
Yeah, I found during the COVID bullshit that if you went to the main supermarkets, they were out of things. If you went to Chinese or Indian supermarkets in Auckland, you could get almost anything you wanted, including eggs, when there's this massive shortage and things like that.
Yeah.
So um, being born in Fiji, I am familiar with that brand. And interestingly, I've lived in Hamilton twice myself.
Oh, where did you live?
I don't know where we lived the first time. It was somewhere close to River Road or something like that. My brother was actually born in Hamilton, and Dad worked for Aero Engine Services, which then went on to make aeroplanes, the Fletcher aeroplane and things like that. And then I went to university to eat my lunch, but I had to live in Hamilton at the time. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've had some fun times in Hamilton, but it can be a bit depressing sometimes, particularly in winter.
Yeah. Well, I think it helps the motorway. It's only a 90-minute drive to the biggest city in the country. So like here we are today, I drove up from Hamilton and I just like Hamilton from perspective. It's small, but not too big, sits in the middle and the people living there, they're happy with that. They're not trying to aspire to be the next Wellington or Christchurch. They're just very happy under their own skins. This is what we have. We have our limitations, but we also have our opportunities.
Yeah.
Taronga is just over the hill or Raglan's just over there, the other side of the hill. And, we can enjoy ourselves. And if you're a winter sport person, Ruapeu is just down the road. So we're kind of right in the middle of a lot of fun. But for us, Cam, we moved here. No surprise probably for you, but my parents literally bought a dairy in Te Karamia Road in Dinsdale. That's where we started.
Yeah, I know where that is. Yep.
Yeah, on the way out to the Mormon church. And that's what they did. And I went to uni and I was kind of like you, probably too much of the eating lunch and chasing fun. And parents had the dairy. I wasn't really doing all that well at the university. And my father kind of pulled me aside one day and he said, look, I didn't really bring you here to New Zealand and give up on my good life in India to flip burgers. Because at that point I had dropped out of uni.